We got another developer blog talking about MLB The Show. This one focused on something called impact plays and also some graphics, improvements to player faces. I'm interested to see, how do y'all feel, I guess, about the changes we're going to see about today, the new faces like we're going to see in just a second. But how do y'all feel about them giving us a lot of updates through blogs instead of, these streams, feature premieres, videos on YouTube? Because I like the blogs, but it's also nice to hear the developers themselves talk about the features. The first headline they have is defensive impact plays and quick time events. They write that on TV during the MLB season, they're watching incredible defensive plays, and they wanted to replicate that experience in MLB 24's Road to the Show mode. Now, before we read anything else about this, I'm wondering if this will actually make me play defense more often. As an outfielder, I want to be on impact plays where I have a chance to save the game, throwing a run around at home. I want more things like that rather than just catching a fly ball or fielding a ground ball. I want plays that actually matter and impact the game if I'm going to be playing defense. In MLB The Show 24, players can now enable impact plays. It's not something you're forced to have on or off, and this enhances the ability to make game-changing defensive moves. Wait, that sounds like exactly what I'm hoping for. Whether it's a runner who tagged up is trying to take third, or taking the ball off the wall and hitting the relay to get the runner about to cross home plates. Impact plays allow you to leave your mark on the game with your defensive prowess. And yes, we've also increased the chances of scaling the wall to rob home runs. This is what I've been wanting since I don't even know how many years ago. I've probably lost count. But this is the type of things I wanted from defense in a Road to the Show, and it sounds like we might actually be getting it for Road to the Show in MLB 24. They have this 1 minute 20-second long clip here. Oh, that's a little bit loud. So can I change the quality? I don't think I can. I'm sorry that it's so blurry, but we're gonna take a look at this. So it looks like Showtime from previous years, but now that's a scoop in the dirt for a first baseman, and he messed it up there. If I'm doing Road to the Show, y'all will never be seeing me mess it up like that. Y'all got the Twin Gaming guarantee. I'm hoping they show some outfield stuff. So this is first base. Okay, it's a throw from the shortstop. Okay, so that's really pretty much the same thing we saw. It's another type of scoop. This one's a backhand instead of a pick. I guess they're both technically picks. Oh, show me an outfield one, please. Oh, wait. Oh, the catcher mitts. Okay. So that's cool. You can see where the ball's coming. I don't know. I haven't really played a catcher in years past. That's a play at the plate, and you got to make the tag yourself. I'm liking the look of this so far. This has been a long time coming for Road to the Show. This is something that I've been wanting in the game for years, having stuff that actually matters on defense. Ooh. That's pretty much just Showtime for throwing a runner out, but I like the idea, and I like the look so far. Even though the quality on this one clip's not the best, a little bit blurry. I'm sure it'll look better when we're actually playing, but the show drone. Wait, so you can control a drone now instead of just the fan cam for the replays. Okay, that's neat. And is that it? So they didn't show the outfield one, man. I wanted to see a clip of the robbing a home run. Now, obviously, they didn't show everything in that 1.5 minute long clip. They even say our defensive enhancements don't end there. They write, for fans who enjoy the journey and Road to the Show, they've introduced new quick time events for each position. And these events will isolate your defensive impact even further, where your performance could be the difference between a win or loss. Yes, that's exactly the type of thing we need from gameplay in Road to the Show. They say whether you're a first baseman handling a short hop, catcher facing a critical tag, we kind of saw that in that clip they just showed. Your skills will determine the outcome of the game. And I guess maybe this is actually talking about the video now that I read more about it, because they say these are just a couple of examples of how the new defensive quick time events put control in your hands and Road to the Show from the position that you play in the field. For fans really wanting to look and analyze impact plays, you guys will notice they say, hey, here's over 20 minutes of raw gameplay for you to download. If you don't want to download, you're not able to, you're on a mobile device, I went ahead and posted that video on my channel, so just look for the MLB The Show 24 gameplay, and it's about 24 minutes long. And I guess they highlight some more of the impact plays, just some Road to the Show gameplay in general. If you want to check out that 20 minutes of raw gameplay that they're talking about, and see more and analyze some of those impact plays. We uploaded the full footage on the channel. Just look for that video. The next headline we have on this blog is updates to skin and eyes. They say that their graphics and character team added some improvements to the skin and eye shaders that take advantage of updates that use their updated lighting system for MLB 24. And it looks like it's going to make a big difference. We can see Vlad Jr. in MLB The Show 23 versus Vlad Jr. in MLB The Show 24. And I know it seems like the graphics don't change much from year to year, especially if you look at the grass, the dirt, the fans, stuff like that. But looking at Vlad Jr. from last year's game to this year's game, that's a big difference in my eyes. We can kind of see it side by side. I wish there was a way to take off, the little circle in the middle here or the line down the middle, just have them literally side by side. But I really like the look so far. I know this is the cover athlete. They might put the most effort into this, but man, Vlad Jr. from 23 to 24, that's a big difference. And I feel like that's a huge change to, they said, the skin and the eyes. And I can really see, man, I'm liking him way better in 24 and 23. And they do have some more examples. We'll go ahead and take a look, kind of do the sliders side by side. They write that in these examples, we can really see the detail in both the dynamic range and the skin tones, but also the eyes. And this allows for players of any complexion to look more accurate with the skin having more detail, and add the improvements to the eye shader, giving off minor reflections from the light in the scene, adds to that additional level of realism. So we have Jazz. We got a couple Marlins players here, but first taking a look at Jazz. This is MLB The Show 23 Jazz. This is MLB 24, and yeah, man, this is a huge difference. I kind of wish they would have had either the hat on in both pictures or off, so we could truly have a side-by-side comparison, but MLB 23, MLB 24. 23, 24, yeah, I'm saying 24 looks a lot better. Next up, we have Luis Arraez taking a look at the Show 23, last year's game versus the Show 24. And it seems like we are actually getting graphical improvements. I'm really liking the look of these headshots so far. I'm interested to see actually playing the game, how much I'm noticing this on the face scans of the other players, seeing if there's differences in how the legends look, maybe the customization for creative players, road to the show. But there's Luis Arraez, 23 versus MLB The Show 24. Jose Ramirez and Corbin Carroll. So we see both of them here for MLB The Show 23. J-Ram back in 23 versus J-Ram in MLB The Show 24. And man, this makes me think once MLB The Show gets off of the old gen, right? PS4, Xbox One, once they're only on next gen, hopefully one day, please PC. But this makes me think the graphics really could improve, because it seems like it's been forever. We were talking about this a little bit ago. It seems like they haven't really changed the dirt, the grass. Those need improvements too, but just with the new skin and the new eyes, I'm really liking the look. J-Ram in 23 versus 24. Corbin Carroll, 23 versus MLB 24. I feel like this is looking way better. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this blog post so far. Those Road to the Show changes seemed nice. That's something I've been wanting for a while. I'm liking the look of these graphic changes. Again, Corbin Carroll and MLB 23 versus Corbin Carroll and MLB The Show 24. I will say facial hair, stuff like that definitely could use some work. I still want to see tattoos and everything. But MLB The Show 23 faces versus MLB The Show 24 faces, yeah, I feel like they're doing way better, man. I'm liking the look of that. And it looks like that's the end of this blog post. We got to look at the new skin and eyes. These faces looking way better, in my opinion, at least for 24 compared to MLB The Show 23. And I'm liking the look and the sound of the impact plays and the quick time events, putting the control in your hands, potentially determining the outcome of the game. This might actually get me to turn fielding back on for Road to the Show, and it was seeming after all these years like I was never gonna say that. And maybe it's because I've been so let down by some of the other news, information, blogs that they've put out, feature premieres, but this, to me, like, this is the best I've felt about a developer blog. I know it's not a huge blog. It's only the skin, the eyes, the new lighting, stuff like that, impact plays. It's not a ton of new stuff or big changes, but this is the best I've felt after reading one of their developer blogs. After going over some of the new information, this is the best I felt about some of the changes. And maybe it's because I've been so let down by some of the other ones, but this blog today actually made me happy. I'm really interested to see down in the comment section how y'all feel about these changes that they talked about here in this blog specifically.